Hello my dear YouTube friends, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to fix the control arms and the sway bar links on this Mazda 3 2006. This applies to similar models and similar years, and I ordered the parts on Amazon, which I got it a few days ago, and it came with a pair of control arms and a pair of sway bar links. And the main reason I'm doing this is sway bar links. The main reason I'm doing this is because I feel when I'm driving, it feels like something is loose, and the wheels, every time I hit a bump, it feels like the whole car goes. You can barely tell that it goes to one side, and it's not straight. It's not going always straight, especially when you hit the brakes. When you turn, you can tell that something is loose. So I want to show you guys how to do this really quick. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lift the car. Okay, I'm gonna use my jack. We have to find the right spot here. Okay, and we're gonna lift this. Okay, and this is gonna be a 21 size lug. So just grab your number 21, which I have it here, and we're gonna undo these ones. We're gonna loosen them up, and then after it's loose, I'm gonna lift it up even more, put the jack stand in the bottom, and take the wheel off, and we'll see what we find. Okay guys, as I'm loosening this up, I noticed that when I try to loosen this up and I turn the ratchet, I have a pry bar here, the whole wheel just moves. Look at this, guys. Let me show you with another, with this one here. Okay, let me show you guys how the wheel, what movement it makes, so that you can tell that you need to change the arms. See, that's too much play, so that's a big sign that we have to change these arms, these suspension arms. So let's remove these. Okay my friends, so here I got the tire. As you guys can see, it's very worn, especially on this part. That is telling me that it has a big issue with the alignment, and it has a big issue with this part. Okay, this shouldn't be like this, it should be even, and it's also got a nail there, so we will need a new tire to make it safe for the road. And then to change this is the part that you'll get on Amazon. I will put the link on the description so you guys can get it for super cheap. And to remove this, you guys will need to remove this bolt. There's one bolt right here. Okay, that one. That one I think it's gotta be a, let's measure it. Might be a 14. Yep, that one's a 14 millimeter socket. And then we have that one over there, which is a little bit bigger. It looks like maybe it's gonna be 20. Let's try it with this 20. I think it's actually a 20 or a 19, but we might need a smaller socket because yeah, this is 21 and it's too big. This sorry guys, I couldn't show you. There, this is a 20, but the thing with the 20 is too big and it's hitting this part, so I'm gonna need a smaller one so we can reach in there. And then we got the ones over there, which they are right underneath, and these let's see. Okay, so it's not a 20, it's probably 17, which we're gonna check in a bit. Okay, my friends, that's the number 17 for the ones down there, and this is the number 20 for these, and this one will be a number 14. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this really quick. I have my this one that I'm gonna use. It's super easy to work with, and I'm gonna remove it right now. It should take me no more than 5 minutes. Okay guys, so that bolt over there is actually 3/4. I'm gonna use 3/4 or a 19mm bolt. So like that, and then I'm gonna twist. This is a really nice tool that I have with it's a ratchet with extension, like a torque bar. Torque bar. So I'm gonna leave the link on the description so you guys can get this too. And trust me guys, this is very handy for many jobs. So this one is not all the way loose yet, but it will be. Okay, it's loose. I can probably get it with one hand. And now for the one underneath, that's a 17mm, so I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna unbolt those screws underneath, which it's gonna be 4, or actually it's gonna be 2, and this should do the job. I'm not gonna show you guys how I do it because I only have one hand, but again, this will take me 2 seconds to unbolt those. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you like this. Okay, got one out, next one out. All right guys, got them both. Okay, not bad. And now I have to get the one here. My recommendation for this bolt right here, just use one of these. Or if you have one of those locking wrenches, the ones that you can it clicks and it locks, even better. The reason why I don't think you guys should put the socket here is because the problem that there is with this bolt, when you put the socket here and you unbolt this, your tool will hit this, and it's not, you guys won't be able to remove the bolt. So just grab the wrench and remove this with the wrench. It's a 3/4 or 19mm. You can use either one. Okay. If you guys haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. This will just help me bring more videos to you guys, and I want to do as many as I can, so many more of you guys can fix your own things. So if you can please hit the like button and subscribe, that will help me out a lot, and thank you. Okay, should be almost out. You guys get the idea. Also guys, I would suggest to remove this plate because it's gonna be, this bolt will be stuck and you won't be able to remove it. So it's super easy. Just grab a number 12 socket and unbolt those and you should be able to have access. Oops. So here guys, we have this problem here. It's not good. Let's see, maybe we can try to still remove the bolt because it's almost out of there, so maybe it will go down. Let's try to remove this first. It's gonna be, we have to remove this ball joint. I have the tool, it's a fork that I'm gonna put here. I'm gonna bang it till it comes off. I already got the screw off, and then we have to remove this too, which shouldn't be that hard. So let me grab my hammer and the fork and get this off. All right, my friends, I don't have the fork. I think my friend used it and never put it back, but I'm gonna use this as a bar. It's a big screwdriver. I'm gonna set it over here, and then I'm just gonna bang it down with the hammer, and then it should pop this off. I started doing it and it's coming off, so that's the way it's gonna be. Okay guys, that worked. It's already off. Okay, so now I'm just gonna remove it from this side. I'm gonna just try to bang it, and then hopefully that side comes off, and then this side will come off as well. Just gonna hit it like that. Alright guys, it's off. Now it's a matter of this side coming off with that screw. Let's see how this can be done. As you guys can see, it's touching this part, that's pretty annoying. Let's see. First mount screwdrivers like this. I don't want this to become another issue. Maybe I'm gonna push it in again. And try a different way. Let's see. Okay, my friends, this is the way I'm doing this, because this is the frame and this is the engine. I just need to lift it up a little bit so this bolt can come out. So we're just gonna lift the engine just a tiny bit so that we can remove this bolt. And okay, we should be able to remove this. Okay guys, so moving this around, I was able to get it till there. Okay, I wouldn't push it more because you're just lifting the engine right now, and right now it's lifting on the it's pretty much all the weights on the AC. But basically what I'm gonna do is just move it around, and then you guys should be able to get it out of here. Let's see. Should be able to remove these, and then just grab this arm and get it out of here. Okay, very simple. Okay, I was able to remove it, just grabbing this thing and spin it like this, and it came out. So now I should be able to, nice. So here guys, we have the old arm. This is the control arm. See how bad it is? This shouldn't be having display. This is pretty bad too, and this is already broken. So yeah, good thing we're changing this. I'm just gonna put it there for now. And this is the new one, guys. See how there's no movement here? This is very sturdy, very hard. And then this is a new bushing too, so we should be good. So now we're gonna put this bolt first, the one on this side, and then we mount those, and then this one, and then that's it. This should be very easy. So I'm just gonna do it really quick now. Okay guys, to line this up, you're gonna have to grab your hammer and just bang it, because it won't go in so easily. So you just have to bang it until you can line those holes. And then same with this, you line up the ball joint, and then you just bang it up like this, and then you should be able to install it. Alright guys, I was able to put everything back. Make sure when you put this back, you line up these two up so you don't strip them, because they will get stripped if they're not lined up. Also, because it's a brand new arm, it has paint inside, so it's gonna be harder for the screw to go in, so you might need more force. So my recommendation is before you put it in, grab the bolt, and with your drill, if you have one of these impact drills, make it go in and out a few times, so that way when you put it in, it's going to be easier for the bolts to go in. And then on this side, just lift it up, put the bolt, and then the bottom one, the ball joint, you're gonna have to bang it inside and then put the bolt, and you should be ready to go. So I hope this helps you guys, and if it does, please give me a like, and I'm gonna leave the link on the description for the part so you can get it for super cheap, and I will see you guys on the next video.